You're listening to Drawing Success, Art, Education, and Entrepreneurship with Bette Fetter, founder and CEO of Young Rembrandts. In each episode, Bette explores the inspiring stories of franchise owners who've built successful businesses while making a difference through art education. And now, here's your host, Bette Fetter.
Hi, I'm Bette, and today I would like you to meet Eledel Giddings. And Eledel, you own a Young Rembrandts territory in Arizona. You are in Tucson, correct?
Yes, Tucson, Arizona.
So anything else about like the surrounding area? I don't know much about Tucson.
Tucson, where there's a lot of saguaros, the most famous cactus here in the Southwest, but we do have a lot of beautiful parks, national parks, and all that. It's hot, but it's dry.
See, I don't know. Hot is hot, man. You guys get hot. How many years have you been with Young Rembrandts?
So I've been with Young Rembrandts since mid-2019, so 5 years.
And you bought a territory that was operating by someone else, correct?
Yes.
Okay.
So I bought a territory from Angela.
Okay. And how did you know about it?
So I know about it because I was a teacher. I was one of her teachers. So I taught with her for a year. And then that's when the opportunity came when she put out the announcement and reached out to me that she's selling the business. So I got so excited. So that's when we did the research.
So you knew that it worked from being a teacher in the classroom.
Yeah, I really love teaching, and that's one of the reasons that I found teaching art is that I really love teaching art and kids. So that was like I saw it as like it's a perfect business for me, or like a path for me.
So let's backtrack to what did you do before Young Rembrandts and before you worked for Angela?
So originally from the Philippines. I moved here in 2019, but back in the Philippines, I was a graphic designer and worked with I helped my father, who is an artist who does commercial arts. So that's where my passion for the arts.
Yeah.
I grew up with brushes and paints in my hands with my father. So when I came to the US, I saw there's much more appreciation for art here. So I pursued that passion. And so I went on to get a bachelor's degree at the University of Arizona. So I graduated in visual communications. So after graduation, my first job was the Young Rembrandts teacher. And ever since then, I kind of like, this is like what I want to do, teach and do my own art as well. And the business has allowed me to do that, both of my passion, that is teaching and art, because of the flexibility of the business. I can set my own hours. I can hire people to help me with the business, and I just go out and grow the business.
I love it. So, okay, so tell us, what does it look like on the day-to-day of what it is to run a Young Rembrandts territory? So for everybody else, Young Rembrandts is an after-school enrichment program. And so as a franchisees will contact schools or accounts to be able to host a class there, and at the same time hiring teachers, part-time teachers, to teach the classes, and then training and all the business practices. So what's a day-to-day look like?
So it's pretty flexible. In the morning, I'm able to like work on myself, being healthy, go exercise, and then and then in the afternoon, that's when I'm kind of like available for running the business, because it's an after-school program. So mostly the job is like in the afternoon, 1 to 5. But once all the classes are set, you all have your teachers, so everything is running smoothly, and then you just sit there and look for more schools and meet new people, go out there. So yeah, there's like the busiest time is when the beginning of a session, and then you wait until the session is over.
It is very
Then
cyclical and
yes,
really goes with, well, schools and with family life. Because, yeah, big fall push. And then once the classes are launched, it's kind of just watching
waiting.
over everything. Then big winter push. And then spring. Yeah.
Yeah, and I like too that it follows the school calendar, so you also get breaks. You get those winter breaks, summer breaks. So that's when I'm able to like go travel in the summer and do other stuff during breaks. So it's like it's perfect.
Yeah, I loved it for myself when I was doing when my kids were younger, because it was when my kids were home, my attention could be at home, and then when they were back to school, I was back to work or the classroom. So
Mhm.
I'm glad. So what do you have help now? Like in your day-to-day, do you have how do you what kind of help do you use? And then, kind of how many hours, or a
So
lot of us are
currently,
used to, in corporate America, when you hire somebody, it's another full-time staff member, but our
mhm.
setup's a little different. How's yours look?
So mine, I hired a virtual assistant. I have a friend who was a business running a virtual company. So um, he was able to give me a very good virtual assistant that meets all my needs. So she takes care of the correspondence, anything that can be done remotely. And she's there during the hours of like 1 to 5, and I have her like every day. So even though I'm there too, then there's always somebody who would always answer the phone and um, work with the teachers if there's anything they need. There's someone else that's always there, and that has helped really. That helps a lot with me, like with the running the business, and I'm able to work on the other areas of the business, like more research, looking for more schools, and the other part that needs in person, that are in person tasks.
Sometimes it is that being able to be the one that's out in the classrooms in the afternoon, checking on the teachers or helping open a new class, things like that. So I like that
Mhm.
that virtual assistant. Someone's going to reach by phone, but giving you the ability to be in the classroom, be with your teachers.
Yeah,
Um,
and it's very flexible. I would just tell her like what to do. Oh, we need this, we need that. You need to do this or do that. And yeah, the secret is like having somebody that works well with you, and you kind of like your visions are aligned together.
And for Young Rembrandts, I'm sure like you get a lot of information in terms of social media material and marketing and templates and all that. So is that the kind of thing you use her for, is to kind of get a lot of
Mm,
that work done?
yes, she takes care of my social media, my marketing and emailing, parents and new accounts, leads. So she has a background in the marketing world and social media. So
Which
that
is
works.
great. No marketing, no business these days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now tell me about your teachers, and because you came from a background of doing art yourself, but then you became a young Rembrandt teacher. But tell me how you build into your teachers, or what do you think about our teaching staff?
It's like the best part because I get to know other art teachers. So they're either regular classroom teachers or artists themselves. I some of them were just retired, people who's just looking for part-time jobs,
Mhm.
missing to be in the classroom. Um, but we run monthly meetings and um, we build connections there. We share each other. We talk every day, all the teachers, and then we share informations like if they have art events, they share it with the group and we all go and we support each other. So there's
That's
like, that's the
awesome.
best part that
Like
they
you're
love
building
that.
this little club of fellow art enthusiasts and educators.
Yes, and I do have one that's not she loves art, but you know she doesn't do it, but she was influenced by by creating more art and got better at drawing as well. So she's
Because of
very,
teaching. So the teaching is
yes,
helping her. I love
helping
that.
her become a better artist too. So she was so excited about that. I just hired couple months, 2 months ago, I just hired somebody, and when at the interview, when she saw the job to be a Young Rembrandts teacher, she said, "This is my dream job." So
Good.
she's from a corporate a background is a corporate, and then but she always wanted to be doing art and teaching kids, so this has allowed her. So yeah, I love her.
That's wonderful. And it's, you don't have to go back and get a 4-year teaching degree. If you know how to work well with kids and you really can follow, our curriculum. And so, but tell me about the curriculum. So the corporate office does prepare all the curriculum and we do distribute it to franchisees, and then franchisees use that curriculum with their staff and with the kids. So tell me how they feel about the curriculum.
So the teachers love the curriculum because it's very structured, but then it still allows them to be more artistic. Like they can, for example, my art teachers who are artists, they follow the curriculum, but then I tell them that you can add your own flair, like how you teach art the best, because each person has their own signature, like
Mm-hmm.
teaching the way they teach it. But the thing is, they do follow the curriculum, and they like that they don't need to come up with a
Yeah.
curriculum themselves, because most of the people that I interviewed, they said that when they went to find a job like being an art teacher, they have to do everything, like the lesson plans and all.
Our teachers do have just a huge amount of responsibility because you think every different age level, grade
Mhm.
level, and every different media, and this constant, and for hardly any planning time or that. So, yeah, it's a very big
Yeah.
plus that curriculum is provided, and it's
Uh-huh.
very standardized methodology. So once you get it, you get it.
Yeah, and they like that the lessons are also like seasonal, or like lessons that the kids love. They love that lessons are updated every year, and like things that the kids would wanna do
Relate
or
to.
draw,
Yeah.
relate
Yeah.
to. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
very relatable to them. So they really like it. I have one teacher who would also like um practice the lesson, and she would even paint the color version. And
Wow.
yes, and
Probably go in
recently
her
she get
house and her whole wall has her lessons all painted out, huh?
yeah, she painted it on the canvas, and then recently she gifted me one of them. This is like, oh, that's so nice of you.
That's so fun. That
Yeah.
speaks a lot to it's a good image. We do have a wonderful illustrator. So,
Mm-hmm.
um, tell me about the art history lessons.
Oh, they love it because the our students get advanced, learning art history. When I go teach, I would tell them, oh, this curriculum, this art history, you'll learn it later when you're in middle school or high school, but you're
You get
learning it now with
yeah.
Young Rembrandt. So when you get there, you already know you'll be ahead of the rest of your classmates. So they love it.
And I love when a class of kids, Lizzie had this where it's like somebody said, next week we're going to do, and they, whatever the lesson, but it was something like a starry night. And all these kids were so excited. And it's like, how cool is that that many kids knew what starry night was and that they could get excited? We need a lot more of that.
Yeah, yes.
So, what do you think in general in terms of like when you come to conference and you're around the other Young Rembrandt franchisees, and even during the year when we're always talking and connecting, what's the feel of who we are?
Oh, I love it's one thing that I look forward to every year because I get excited what I'm gonna learn at the conference, and also meeting my friends, the other franchisees. So I really love that all the people, other franchises, they're so nice, they're very approachable. They share what's the best practices in their business. So you really get a lot from participating or going to the conferences. But even that, I have 3 other friends in Young Rembrandts that we keep in touch, and we share and
Well, you
build
guys trained
connections.
together, right? And so you trained together and you guys have really kept connected.
Yes, so I trained with them, and ever since then we keep in touch and messaging and calling, and it's funny now, like other franchises wanted to be in our group too. So we're going. We want to be in that group. So it's great.
Yeah.
We're planning
Well, and
trips like that.
the overall atmosphere is, I am so honored by the kind of people who have joined us and invested in a franchise, because of all the choices that you have and all your opportunities, and to choose us, but then at the same time, the atmosphere and the sharing, and it's like there's no competition, like everybody wins, and we're just here to win more and do more. But even that, it's business, but it's to get to more kids. We talk a lot about how many more kids can we reach, and when you have a lot of people together on a mission to do anything for kids, I feel like it's always such an inspiring, kind group of people.
Yes, indeed.
And thanks for being part of that.
Thank you
And
for the opportunity.
you're like the bags championship at conference for a couple times. So for Young Rembrandts, of any franchise company, when you buy a franchise, the franchise company is supposed to give you all the tools you need, including training and support and technology tools. So overall, how would you rate Young Rembrandts? Technology is good, technology is not working. I mean, you like the curriculum. Just overall, what's your sense of what you get from Young Rembrandts as a franchisor?
I get everything from the Young Rembrandts. Everything I need is there. So I really love that it's a business in a box. At the beginning, when I finished school and starting a business, I was overwhelmed, like, how do I do this, do that, this area? There's a lot of areas to run a business. So Young Rembrandts provides all that you need, and it's when I got the franchise, it's already a well-oiled machine. Like I just need to be there and run it and continue running it and growing it. So I really like that. All the areas that needed to run a business is there. I just push my own passion for it, and I know that I knew that it will be a successful business.
And again, what isn't there, someone in the group will share and we'll
Yes.
find out about it, and then we'll all get smarter about it. So one of my last thoughts, when you were in corporate or when you were working before versus now, are there any groups or things in your community that you are part of now that maybe you weren't before because of Young Rembrandts?
Yes, so because of the flexibility and running my own business and having other people, help with the business, I was able to be active in my own Filipino American community. So currently, I participated, or I'm the vice chair of the Filipino American Chamber of Commerce Tucson
That's
chapter.
awesome. That's lovely.
And I'm also like the president of or the Filipino American Club of Tucson, the current president, where we offer help to the local community. We offer scholarships, and currently I'm working with another nonprofit that helps kids. It's a literacy business or like organization. So we're working on them providing scholarship for our Young Rembrandt students. So I'm excited about that.
Oh, that's wonderful.
Yeah. So because of that, I was able to do all of those things while having fun, teaching too, still with Young Rembrandts and running the business. And so, yeah.
Lovely. I'm just hearing balance, I just feel like you're such a good, like you could be a commercial for I got to learn some lessons from you, this work-life balance, that's lovely. Even when I had kids, there was a lot more people available to volunteer, but there's really a lack in that area in our communities. And so I do think as much as we can do things like that to really invest and bring people together, that's really honoring that you do that.
Yeah, the people that I'm in the community, the best part is they refer my business. So anything that they met, I know this person. So that helps me grow. I've gotten one school from my colleague from the chamber. So because they know the principal of another school, so that works out. So being out there,
you like to share a good thing when you know one, right?
Yeah. They're all excited.
So overall, Eledel, kind of in closing, what would you want, just anything you want to share in general about why you do Young Rembrandts or why you like being part of a franchise or any of that in terms of how it's impacted you or what's been your experience?
So Young Rembrandts has been really a great thing for me. It elevated my professional career. It helps me, with everything in in general, my life, because of my passion for art and being around kids and just doing it. I love art and it's perfect. Like when I graduated, I say, do what you love and love what you do. And I'm in that path. So I'm very happy to found Young Rembrandts and running the business.
We're very thankful that you found us too. And, and for me too, I love that your passion is what you're also imparting to your staff. And it's like you're multiplying that passion and more kids. We keep kids doing art and using their hands and being involved. So, well, thank you very much, Eledel, and enjoy your fall. And may you have a bounty of teachers for all those students that are signing up. So, thanks, Eledel.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks for listening to Drawing Success. If you're inspired by today's episode and want to learn more about owning your own Young Rembrandts franchise, visit us at www.yrfranchise.com. And until next time, keep drawing success.